NuTax, we perform what we call a lifestyle audit for our clients before we even hit the submit button. We look at your total financial picture. We ask the tough questions now so the IRS doesn't ask them later. If your numbers don't look right, we help you find the documentation to explain why. Maybe you had a tax-free inheritance. Maybe you sold personal property at a loss. Whatever the reason, we ensure your return tells a consistent, honest story. At NuTax, we make sure your paper trail matches your reality. This next one is massive for my creative spirits and side hustlers. We love seeing our clients turn a passion into a business. Whether you are selling crafts on Etsy or consulting on the side, it's an amazing way to build wealth. However, the IRS is very strict. They want to know if you are running a real business or just a hobby. A business is allowed to deduct expenses to lower taxes. A hobby is not. Here's the thing. If your business loses money for 3, 4, or 5 years in a row, the IRS will flag it. They will say you are just trying to write off your personal life to lower your tax bill. For example, imagine you love horses. You call it a ranching business, but you never actually make a sale. That is a giant red flag. Moving on, this is where our consulting at NuTax really shines. We help you establish the DNA of a real business. We help you set up professional bookkeeping that separates your life from your work. We guide you on how to show a profit motive even in lean years. We look at your marketing, your time logs, and your business structure. At NuTax, we don't just file your taxes. We help you build a professional enterprise. We guide you through the 9 factors the IRS uses to determine if you are a business. We make sure your business looks like a business on paper because it is a business in reality. With NuTax, you don't just have a hobby. You have a protected, tax-efficient machine. Let's talk about precision. This is a pet peeve for auditors. Many people do their own taxes and they think close enough is fine. They look at their bank app and they guess. They enter $500 for supplies. They enter $1,000 for travel. They enter $200 for advertising. However, in the world of the IRS, perfect round numbers are a massive red flag. Things in real life cost $486.13. When an auditor sees a return full of zeros, they know you are guessing. And when you guess, they start to dig. They want to see the receipts for those perfect numbers. They assume that if you guessed about one thing, you probably guessed about everything. Here is the thing. At NuTax, we are obsessed with accuracy. We don't guess. We don't estimate. We use state-of-the-art technology to import your actual spending data directly into our systems. We ensure every single penny is accounted for. When the IRS sees a NuTax prepared return, they see precision. They see that every deduction is backed by real, recorded transactions. We take the guesswork out of your taxes. We provide the peace of mind that comes with knowing your numbers are 100% bulletproof. We believe in giving back. At NuTax, we love supporting our community, and we encourage our clients to do the same. However, your charitable giving needs to make sense compared to your income. If you earn $50,000 but claim you gave $20,000 to a local charity, the IRS computer is going to flag you. They aren't saying you aren't generous. They are saying they need extraordinary proof for extraordinary giving. This is especially true for non-cash items. This is a trap many people fall into. You donate a box of old toys and claim they are worth $5,000. If you do that, you are essentially inviting an auditor into your living room to look at your closets. Moving on, we help our clients maximize their giving without the risk. We provide you with the exact IRS guidelines for valuing donated goods. We help you organize your receipts and acknowledgement letters from charities. If you are making a large donation, we consult with you on the proper appraisals needed to make that deduction safe. At NuTax, we protect your heart of gold by keeping your paperwork in order. We make sure your generosity doesn't become a legal liability. Since so many of us work from home now, this is the most common red flag we see at NuTax. Everyone wants to deduct their rent, their internet, and their utilities. However, the home office deduction is one of the most audited areas in the entire tax code. The rule is very specific. It requires regular and exclusive use. That means if your kids play video games in your office, it is no longer exclusive. If you work at your kitchen island where you also eat breakfast, it is not a home office. Things have to be very precise. If you claim 20% of your home is an office but you live in a small one-bedroom apartment, the IRS is going to have questions. Here's the thing. We don't let you take risky deductions that you can't defend. We consult with you to measure your space accurately. We look at the layout of your home. We help you decide between the simplified method and the actual expense method. We even help you document your space with photos. NuTax is your shield against the complications of working from home. We help you claim what you deserve without putting a target on your back. Now let's talk about the what if. What if you do get that letter? Most people panic. They think their life is over. However, with NuTax, you never have to face the IRS alone. Things happen. Sometimes the IRS just wants more information. Sometimes it's a correspondence audit, where they just need a receipt for one specific item. Other times, it's a full field audit. No matter what, our consultants are trained to handle the communication. We act as your power of attorney. We speak the language of the tax code. Moving on, our goal at NuTax is to prevent audits before they start. But if one does occur, we stand by our work. We are with you every step of the way. We help you gather the evidence, present the facts, and resolve the issue as quickly as possible. We don't just file your taxes, we defend your finances. We have covered a lot today. However, these 5 red flags are just the beginning. The tax code is thousands of pages long. It changes every single year with new laws and new credits. Trying to keep up with it on your own is like trying to build a plane while you are flying it. It is exhausting and dangerous. That is why NuTax exists. We are not just tax preparers who see you for 30 minutes and send you on your way. We are your consultants. We are your partners in wealth building. We look at the DNA of your finances to find the hidden opportunities and the hidden risks. When you work with us, you aren't just a number in a computer. You are a client with a story, a family, and a future. Things like audits can be terrifying, but with NuTax by your side, you have a team of experts who know the secrets and the triggers. We represent the new way of doing taxes, modern, proactive, and powerful. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive. I hope you feel more confident and prepared for this tax season. However, remember that the best way to avoid a red flag is to have a professional in your corner from day one. If you are ready to take the stress out of your taxes, come join the NuTax family. We would love to be your tax preparers and your consultants. We will help you navigate the tricky things and ensure you keep more of what you earn. We are ready to look at your financial DNA and help you grow. Before you go, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. It is the absolute best way to stay informed. When you subscribe to our channel, you get the latest tax tips, financial strategies, and IRS updates delivered straight to your feed. Don't miss out on the information that saves you money. Join our community, hit the bell for notifications, and let's build your financial legacy together. I am so proud of you for taking control of your taxes. Stay vibrant, stay smart, and remember, with NuTax, your financial future is in expert hands. I will see you in the next video.